Welcome one, welcome all. Okay, so fun fact before we get started. So I was in a meeting a few days ago and the host of the meeting watches my videos. And when she started the meeting, guess what she said? Welcome one, welcome all. And we just laughed and laughed. So thank you for your support. If you are not currently a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. I provide what I think and what other people think are very valuable information videos. So here we go. Today's video is going to be about what I think some of the top 3 things you should ask yourself before you're ready to buy a house. Okay, so in your mind, you're ready to buy a house, you're ready to move out of your parents' house, you're ready to not have a roommate anymore, you're ready to be on your own. And I talk really fast. Let me stop. Okay, slow down, Allie. Slow down. Let me start over. So you're ready to buy a house. You are prepared, or you think you're prepared to move out of your parents' house, to no longer have a roommate, to be on your own, doing your own thing, decorating the house the way that you want it to be, just doing your own thing, having your own house. But are you really ready? So I was a first-time home buyer once, and I had to ask myself questions too. So first question, what is your timeline to move? What is the day and the month that you want to actually be in your new home? You need to know when your lease ends, because that's going to play a part in when you need to be moved out, right? So whatever your answer is, you need to work backwards. So for example, let's say that you want to move in mid-February. If you have a 30-day close, that already puts you 30 days outside of that. So now instead of being in mid-February, you need to think that you need to be under contract 30 days before that. So now we're in mid-January. Next, you need to account for how long it's going to take you to actually find a house. And in this market, it may not be a short time. So let's say it takes you a month, and it may sound long, it may sound like it's a long time, but in this current market, houses are being listed and getting 15, 20, 30, 50 offers, so you may not win for a while. So let's say you have 30 days that you need to find a house. That puts us mid-December at this point. Here's something to consider as well. You don't want to really start looking, let's say 5 or 6 months before your lease is over, because what if you do go under contract in 3 months? Or what if you're ready to close in 3 months? Now you're going to have your mortgage payment and your rental payment. So unless you're prepared to pay 2 places, you don't want to start too early. So work with your realtor and you all can come up with a plan of when you should start looking, keeping in mind that if you want to move in 30 days, it's not going to happen. You want to move in 60 days, that's more likely, but talk to your realtor and see, what you all can work out together and run through some scenarios together. So what you could do, instead of looking 6 months in advance, start thinking about what you want. What kind of house do you want? What kind of floor plan do you want? What neighborhood do you want to live in? What area do you want to live in? You can start researching that stuff before you actually are ready to get into the housing market, because you don't want to do it too early, but you want to be prepared at the same time. If you know that you want to move next year or 2 years from now is the time to start preparing. Now is the time to start beefing up your savings account. Now is the time to start doing what you need to do to increase your credit score, because you want that to be as high as it can be, because the higher your credit score, the lower interest rate that you will be able to qualify for. So for example purposes, let's say that you're buying a house that's $300,000, right? Your down payment is going to be 3.5%. That means out the gate, you have to have $10,500. Okay, let's say that you talk to your realtor and you think the best option for you is to waive your appraisal contingency. That means you're also going to have the money for the gap, if there is one, between the appraisal amount and the contract price. That's more savings there. You're going to have to pay for your inspection, for any repairs if you and the seller can't agree with repairs. So there are several different ways that you're going to have to spend money during this process. So you're going to want to have, let's just say, a nice chunk of change in your savings account, just in case that you're able to buy the house that you want to buy. The final question that you may want to consider asking yourself is, what can you afford? Notice I didn't say what do you qualify for, but what can you afford? Because those are 2 different numbers, okay? The lender is going to take into account debt that reports to your credit agencies. For example, student loans, child support, alimony, garnished wages, car payment, credit cards, store credit cards. What they won't take into consideration are your optional payments, like your cell phone, your car insurance, utilities. Those are not going to be accounted for when it comes to how much you can qualify for. Okay, so keep those two things in mind: what you qualify for and what you actually afford, because you know the bills that you have to pay the lender are not going to account for, right? Hope this was helpful to at least one person. If you watched to the end and you have not subscribed yet, please do so below. All I want to do is help provide valuable information to whoever wants it and needs it. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.